My name is Jake Powell with iMed Biomedical. I'm the president and the owner for over 9.5 years now. We started at doing just basically infusion pumps, and now we're up to 6 major core competencies that we do. I felt like we could basically find ways that we could add more technical clarity, not only in our process, but in our data recording as well. Basically, how can we take the tasks and processes we're already doing and find a way to be able to document and record and make things a little bit more technical, a little bit more transparent, and not only showing that it's a pass-fail, but actually showing what was the values that it passed, what is the acceptable tolerances, and being able to show that we're getting a little bit more granular versus being broad and vague. So the biggest challenge that I saw is not just doing the test and recording the test, but finding a way that we can basically duplicate that and standardize it across the board to where if you don't know you're supposed to do a test, but create a section that basically says, hey, this test is here, you need to enter some values of what that is. We went out, we looked for companies, and for our field, we found a lot of IT companies that took their IT software and tried to convert it to a medical equipment software. I think at a critical point where I was frustrated with on the 7th revision of our software, it wasn't working. Meeting Chris and his team, and I was instantly able to see that they just weren't a typical IT software company. They're going to do everything in their power to dive as deep into the pool as they can to understand what it is you're looking for, what your ultimate end project is, and being able to deliver that.
It was a great opportunity working with Jake and his team. We have built multiple workflow management solutions before, but what made this very unique and special for us is the fact that we had to conceptualize a brand new workflow that would tie in their medical equipment that you're seeing in the back to their service work orders from end to end.
It basically allows us to go in and create custom lists of checks and tests and procedures and assign certain data fields that are required in order to be completed before a field service report can be generated and sent to the customer.
We met with all of their power users one-on-one and walked them through all of what we come up with, and then took their feedback, ingrained all of that feedback into the game, and as a result, we were able to provide a solution that would end up having all of their team embrace and rely upon for their day-to-day operations.
I tell everybody that if you go to Azion for software or any kind of application design support, that Chris and his team is able to take something from concept to paper to development to implementation, and they're able to do it every step along the way with very thorough detail.
Our team has been very honored to be part of the solution for iMed. Our work is showing up in the field and producing results, and also certifies that our process is working.
So my impact that I have for iMed is basically to set a new standard of what status quo is in our industry. There are companies out there that can go and service an infusion pump. There are companies that can go service your dialysis, ventilators, anesthesia, x-ray equipment. You can have anybody do that. But the one thing that I want iMed to do is to raise the quality standard. iMed is basically the front runner, the company, the organization that's going to help push everything 1 or 2 ticks forward in that movement.